I wanted to take a couple minutes to show you some of the interesting hybrid features of the car. First off, when you look at it, you'll notice that the tachometer doesn't have any numbers because it doesn't really need them. What you see is a charge, an eco, and a power. When the car is just idling, it's in between the charge and the eco, and then when you're giving it some gas, it's in the power. The reason that is because it doesn't really have gears to cycle through. It only has one gear, and that's where these paddles become interesting, because you would think that it says minus gear over here and plus gear over here to go up, but that's not what it is. It's actually tied to the regenerative braking system. So down here you'll also notice that there's a B on the gear lever, and that basically, let me put it in drive real fast. You'll see the D on the dash for driving, but then if you hit the paddles, you basically cycle through different levels of regenerative braking. 5 is the highest. The best I can describe it is kind of a slow or a hard downshift where your engine braking, it's kind of like an abrupt braking from stopping to give it gas. The car will start to slow down, not abruptly, nothing too serious, but you'll feel it versus going from 3 to 1. You'll barely feel it, and that's also tied to these cool eco screens that Mitsubishi put in here. So if you go all the way up to 5 on the regenerative braking, the charge will be a higher charge when you let off the gas. And along with the charging, it also shows you a cumulative, charge rate that you've been doing during your drive. The best I could do is right below the 6, and that was the first couple days I got it. It resets every time you turn the car off, but that's pretty cool. You also have a charge button, which will put charge under where you say normal up on the driver's eyes. There's also a save button, which will save more battery as it can. There's the 4-wheel drive lock button, which will change the normal setting up top to 4-wheel drive lock. And of course, once you're doing all this battery saving, you'll see that what the battery mileage that you've racked up, and then you can hit the EV button down here on the driver console, and it will change it to EV, and you will not be using any gas. It'll just be all EV power, as you can see right here. Along with that, there's also the eco mode button, which kind of locks you into a more eco mode, which will also change it on the driver's eyes up here. It's a pretty cool car. Without these features, it'd just be your normal SUV, but I think it's, giving you some additional things to be green, save gas, save your wallet. Go through some more pages up here. You'll see the energy flow. So right now, the battery's going from the battery to the wheels. Regeneration. That's because I have an EV mode. When I take it out of EV mode, we're coasting right now. The battery's going to the wheels. Still in eco mode. I'm going to take eco mode away. Now I'm normal. Regenerate braking. You see regeneration. I think these screens are kind of cool. They show you what you're doing at the time, because I guess ignorance is bliss in some cases, but you kind of want to know that if you buy a hybrid car, that the battery is actually working at certain stages. Here, let's do charge, and then see if we can get it to do some different things. It's regenerating, of course, and then you see the engine is charging the battery as well. Now, this is not a full-on plug-in hybrid. This plugs into the wall, but it has a gas engine as well. So you can never plug it in. At the time I've had the car, I just wanted to test it out with using the gas to plug in or to charge up the plug-in battery, and so far I've racked up almost 35 miles it was 35, but it dropped before I started filming this. 35 miles just using the gas, or the gas engine, and in roughly a couple, 120 some miles just using the gas engine to charge the battery. It's just what, 2/3 full still. This thing does get 75 miles per gallon if the battery and the engine, the gas engine, are working together. If you limit the battery usage with just charging, kind of like I did, just to charge it up, because I'm going to do a full test later with just EV the whole route to my work. So I'll give you guys some more, shots of what the car's doing. EV mode, normal. Let's see what it does. 4-wheel drive lock. Still regenerating. This thing just really wants to save you energy and replenish that energy, which is good. It's what you're going for. You got another eco information screen, just shows you average consumption. You can reset these things as need be. Here, I'll do a full run on just from really fast, from a dead stop on regenerative braking, and then just let it slow me down. Basically, this line on the charge just means your personal best charge, and you keep fighting against that. But if I go really fast, and then you see I hit the personal best charge, and that's because of the regenerative braking 5 that I had it set on, which is the highest limit. It's kind of the best you can do, but all around, it's a pretty good fuel efficient SUV. I'm not sure of many SUVs it's gonna, other than maybe a Tesla, that's gonna get you 75 miles per gallon. Hope you like this video. I'm gonna give you some more shots of the car, probably some video, just exterior shots, show you the engine bay. But most of the cool features of this car are right here, where you can feel it, where you can adjust things, adjust settings. Other than that, it's just a good old SUV. Gets you from point A to point B, but these electronic features, these hybrid features, make it something you really want to drive, and hit personal bests on the energy you're saving, the energy you're using, things like that. So hope you enjoyed.